Okay, so hello everyone, it's Beauty87 here, and today we're going to get into palettes I buy but never use. So it's like certain brands I'll buy a whole bunch of palettes from, but then like I'll never use them. And actually every brand I'm looking at is like I buy a lot of the palettes that they come out with, except for like one brand, and I don't ever use them after I do the review video for you all. So I figured it'd be interesting to like let you see like brands that I buy stuff from, but I don't ever actually really use it. But in all fairness, I only get to wear makeup on the weekends, and since there's always something for me to review, a lot of times I don't get to use a lot of my makeup. But these are things like even when, you know, I have free time and extra days off and things like that to use for reviews and, you know, throwback, even though it's not Thursdays and stuff like that, you still don't ever see these brands, like ever. So anyway, let's get started. So now mind you, I don't have a lot from this first brand I'm going to talk about. I returned like, I think 2 of the 3 palettes I bought from them. I did a battle of them comparing them to ColourPop. But this is Profusion. So I bought this palette. I have not touched this palette since I did that battle of the against the Blue Moon palette from ColourPop. I mean, it's a good palette, don't get me wrong, but it's like I have the ColourPop one, and I, believe it or not, y'all, even though I love blues, if you all notice, I rarely like use a all blue palette or something like this. I would reach into one of my higher end palettes with blues. So it's like I bought it and reviewed it for you all. I have not touched it since, and this is the only Profusion palette I own. So it's a brand I bought from and never used. I wish I had my Carity palettes here because I could add those too, because I bought them and I don't ever use them. But Carity isn't here, so she's just an honorable mention because she's at my house. The next one I have, believe it or not, is one of my favorite brands, which is Wet n Wild. So I have the Wet n Wild, what is this, Rose in the Air palette. Now mind you, the only Wet n Wild palette I do occasionally reach for is the 40 palette. That's a dupe for the James Charles palette. But like all the little ones I have like this, and all the little quads and stuff I have from them, I don't ever reach for them, like ever. I mean, they're nice quality. I'll take them on vacation with me, like the Crystal Clove collection. Like last year for my birthday, I took that on vacation. So it's like I'll take them on vacation to use just like, you know, casually, because I don't want my expensive makeup to break on vacation, which is why I keep some of these things around. But like, as a general rule, like when I go to reach for palettes and stuff, I don't ever reach for these. So that's why they're in here. Next brand I have is Ace Beauty. Now I only have a couple of palettes from Ace Beauty, and I actually just did a look with one yesterday, the Slice of Paradise one. But this is the Flare palette, so this is what it looks like on the inside. I don't ever reach for any of their palettes, but if you all remember correctly, I told you all like I didn't like the formula of their mattes, and then like their shimmers don't really shimmer or pop, you know, that much for me to like use them. So it's not necessarily that I have a problem with the brand. It's just more of like the formulation of the shadows I don't like, which is why I don't ever reach for this. That's why I know why I'm hoarding it. It's because it's from a black owned brand, and I hate getting rid of things from black owned brands. But at the same time, it's like I know I'm not going to use this. I'd be more prone to use the Slice of Paradise palette than this, because to me this is just a black girl friendly version of the Tropic palette by Natasha Denona, because these colors actually show up on me, and the ones in that palette don't. Just the bottom row, and everyone says the bottom row is trash. So yeah, but yeah, this is a brand I buy from, and I don't ever use the palettes because I don't like the formulation of the shadows, and I need to stop. That's why I didn't buy the Oceanic palette. They tempted me with it, but I was like, no, I know I'm not gonna ever use this palette, so keep it over there. Keep it over there, man. Next I have Alter Ego. So if y'all remember Bad Habit, they have changed over to Alter Ego, in my personal opinion. That's just one of my makeup conspiracy theories. I'm like, yeah, they're Bad Habit. But anyway, this is supposed to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette. As we know, I have the Natasha Denona Gold palette, so I don't ever really reach for this. Then they came out with one that was a dupe for the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. I already have that palette. I didn't like the formulation of that. So it's like I don't like the new formulation of Alter Ego. I don't think it's as good as Bad Habit was, or maybe just my makeup preferences have changed, but I was not impressed by this one. I wasn't impressed by the Daydream one. The only one I'm impressed with was the Aura one, and that was the one that was the dupe for the Sunrise palette. And of course, we know, as a general rule, I don't do warm tones, so I wasn't really gonna reach for that one either. So that's why they're in here, because it's like, I'm not necessarily impressed with the formulation like I was when they were Bad Habit, and then I already have all the real palettes to the ones they're duping, so it's like I'm not gonna reach for you when I have the real thing. So I keep these for reference, but and to make videos to compare for you all, just because I know everybody don't want to spend $129 on a palette, but like otherwise I would not keep this or even buy from this brand, because I haven't been impressed with anything they've come out with so far other than the Aura palette, and I don't like warm tones as I sit here with warm tones. But see, what had happened was I had planned to use an orange lipstick, so I figured I should use a warm tone. I look as opposed to a cool tone. I look, and then an orange lipstick and look crazy. So that's why we have this going on today. Oh, I did film this, by the way, if anybody's interested. This is with the Melt Impulsive palette. I'm gonna try to get it up this week because I know it's on sale on Sephora for 50% off. So I figured I'd do a look to give you all an idea of, you know, excuse me, the palette. So the next brand I have is C Colors from I saw them online. They do dupes of high-end palettes. So this is a dupe to the Curse and Dominique Lemonade palette. I actually like this one better than hers because the shimmers in this one are actually smooth and aren't pressed so hard. So this one I actually do like. However, I still just go ahead and use her palette and just like try to wet the shimmers to make them work. So with that being said, I have this one and the Latte dupe. I kind of don't really need this. I keep it again for reference. It's not like the formula is anything good. It's really nice for, you know, what it is. But a lot of times when I have the real palette, I'm like, I don't really use the dupe palette unless I'm here at my grandma's house and just yearn for those colors, which is why I leave them here. But I haven't bought anything else from C Colors since I bought this in the Latte palette, and I don't even reach for these. So yeah. Next, I have, I'm saved the two shocking ones to the end. I have the LA Girl Pro Mastery palette. I have the Pro Artistry one as well, and one of the Hot Heat ones. I really like the formula of shadows. I'm not even gonna front. Like for a drugstore, I think they're really nice. This is what this one looks like, but it kind of reminds me of the New Nudes palette by Huda, and I already have that. And then I already have a dupe of the New Nudes too. Then I have like other berry mauve toned like palettes. So I don't ever reach for this one. And I don't ever reach for any of the LA Girl palettes I have. I don't even know why, because it's not like they're bad. It's just when you have as many eyeshadow palettes as I do, I guess I look at it as like I don't want my high-end palettes to expire before, you know, I get more use out of them than the drugstore one. So I feel like that's why you're seeing a lot of like drugstore, not necessarily high-end brands in here, because it's like, obviously I'm going to use those up because I paid more than for these. Like I think I got this one for like $7 at CVS because I had a 40% off coupon. Then I think they had gave me $2 off LA Girl Cosmetics products. And then I think I had a $3 off 12 coupon to buy with 2 and free money. So it ended up being like 4, 7, something like that. I think I put one of these in a giveaway, if I remember correctly. Because the quality of them is really nice. It's just I don't ever reach for them because y'all know, as a general rule, I have a luxury makeup channel. So, I mean, I do enjoy some drugstore things. So that's why I own some drugstore things, if you've seen. But as a general rule, I usually just reach for my high-end stuff and go on with my day. But if you all are interested in me drugstore things I do like, I have a video that's like 10 things I traded in, no, 10 high-end things I traded in for drugstore products. So I'll leave that down below since I can't put it in the cards above since I'm not at home. So that's why a lot of the videos haven't been having end cards lately, because I'm not at home, so I can't put the end cards on there. My grandma doesn't have Wi-Fi, so I have to do everything from my phone. But anyway, the second to last brand I have, believe it or not, is Juvias Place. Now, I have a few palettes from Juvias Place, but do I ever reach for them? No. And when I do, I usually reach for like the Triad palette or the Magic palette or the Warrior 3 palettes. If anybody's curious about the palettes I reach for when it comes to Juvias Place, those are 3 I reach for. This is the Saharan, and I have the Saharan 2 here as well. But do I reach for these? Absolutely not. And this color is gorgeous. The color story of this is somewhat interesting. Like, I like this one better than I like the second one, but it's like I don't ever reach for the Juvias Place palettes because, again, like, they're really affordable. They're always on sale, and it's like I'm gonna reach for Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona over this like $10 palette. So it's nothing to do with the other quality in these palettes. Like I said before, it's just at the end of the day, I have a luxury makeup channel. So it's kind of like I'm going to show you the more expensive stuff and use the more expensive stuff. But I know I have people who ask me about drugstore things from time to time. So that's why I make sure I include ColourPop and like the other brands that you're seeing here right now. It's just I don't really reach for them after the fact, but I keep them for reference, like for future videos and things like that. The last brand I have, and it hurts my heart because I have a lot of stuff from this brand. It's not that I don't like this brand, but like I just said a few times in this video, I got high-end stuff and it cost me a lot more money, and I don't want it to expire on me before I get what I feel like my money's worth is out of it. So that's why this brand, along with all the others that you saw, don't ever get used. But ColourPop. So Aside from the fact, ColourPop comes up with 533 million like things every 2 weeks. So it's like, who really has time to use the stuff that they got from ColourPop the first week when 2 weeks later you're gonna have to make another order to get the next thing coming out. So I was kind of glad, not to be mean, that they had to take a break, because I was like, y'all doing a little too much. I'm gonna need y'all to cut it. And the weird thing is, like, I haven't missed them like they were gone, as mean as that is. Let me show you what the inside of this palette looks like. They don't make this one anymore. It was a holiday palette that they had with Ulta, like, I think a couple of years ago or something. I thought it was nice. I bought both of them. They had a really nice cool tone purple one that I like better than this one. This one I leave over here because it reminds me of I Love Saeed's palette with Dose of Colors, as well as with ColourPop. So I was just like, this is gonna be an alternative for me while I'm here. But yeah, I don't ever use any of these palettes, because a lot of times when I come here, I still have to film, so I end up just bringing stuff from home to film with, and then not being able to actually use my own stuff. When I used to take my grandma to church on the weekends is when I would like get to use these types of things. But as you all know, she has dementia, and I haven't had to take her to church in like 3 years, and I think she's had dementia for about 5 years now. So I don't get to use my drugstore stuff as much as I used to, because I used to use it when I would take her places. But that completes this video. So if you all want to see a foundation version of this video, let me know, because y'all know I love complexion as well. So we can do like foundations, concealers, and powders that I buy and don't ever use, since we've already covered the foundation ones. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.